Hi, my name is Jared Findell. I'm the CEO and CTO of Buy Now Depot and the creative mind of the Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution powered by Clover Connect, which is the new name for the application known as the Advanced Online Ordering and Delivery Platform. It is a major upgrade. All current users will need to uninstall that plugin from your WordPress website and reinstall the plugin. If you're not given a link to fill out a pre-form, which would then take you to an application link to file to obtain a merchant identification number, then please send me an email at sales@buynowdepot.com, and we will get you that link. Unfortunately, our automated Copilot solution is not available since we're having trouble obtaining certain credentials to initiate that, which would make the onboarding process much faster. But now we unfortunately have to do that manually until those credentials are obtained. We now have three applications: the Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution powered by Clover Connect, the Buy Now Depot tracking application specifically for tracking deliverables and your drivers with associated deliverables, and the Buy Now Depot WordPress menu plugin, which you're all current users are all very well aware of how well that works. The Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution powered by Clover Connect is a complete mobile extension of your existing Clover Connect account, which your other hardware, the white hardware, the Clover POS solution, connects and reports transactions and inventory requirements to. So everything you do on that hardware will also extend to the Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution powered by Clover Connect. And the other way around as well. The Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution is fully mobile, which means it can go anywhere you go and do transactions in real time as long as you have an internet connection, wireless in particular, through a hotspot or other means. Simply turn the Samsung tab, which is the Android device in which we've been testing this on for a long time, over 3 years and 70,000 lines of code, or any Android device at this time. But soon iPads will be available and desktop items with touchscreens larger than touchscreen displays that are 12 inches or more. And you can take that Samsung tab or any type of Android device that's 12 inches or more and put it in a vertical position, and then which then makes it a handheld device for table ordering or with the proper brace. You have a kiosk for self-service and with a magnetic keyboard with or without the soon-to-be integrated cash drawer, a standalone solution. Many of the functionalities already found on your existing Clover devices will be found on the Buy Now Depot mobile POS solution, powered by Clover Connect, plus many more. And I will expanding this solution exponentially as well. Many of the solutions and functions you currently pay extra for will either be available with this initial build or will be available at a later time. We are building one function at a time, including functions like zone management for single and multiple locations, an e-commerce template for the plugin for the WordPress menu option for those clients that also have an e-commerce division. We are building a table management and reservation solution, which many companies provide with their POS solutions and charge $600+ a month to utilize it. You will not have to pay to utilize ours, and it will be just as comprehensive, if not more, than other of our competition. We have also integrated a VP 3300 merchant terminal for all transactions. EMB, MSR swipe, and CTLS tap. Um, Another great part of the B&D solution is that it is fully customizable, which we do charge if you need a functionality that you might need to obtain to run your business more efficiently, even though we've basically thrown in everything plus the kitchen sink every time we build a new function. But every business runs differently, so we're here to help you. That being said, we have the use of the VP3300. It does work on Bluetooth. Um, we we've been able to run it pretty stable, but it does at times have intermittent connection issues with the tab, um, and we're not really responsible for that because that's a hardware issue. The only other way to really overcome that is to plug in the VP3300 into the tab with a short cable that we are currently talking to companies like Belkin and others to see if we can get a really good deal on it. I've seen them on Amazon for $7, but we'll see. We'll see. And try to do the best we can. When it's plugged in, it is 100% stable. We've never ever had any downtime. So that being said, let's discuss the device, the application that we built on the as the mobile POS solution powered by Clover Connect on the on this device that we have in front of you, which is actually at 12 inches, 12.4 actually, I think, and it is a Samsung 7 Plus, not the 8. We took it down to what we felt was the lowest that we would go, and is also a 5G compatible solution. Um, that being said, let's get started. Now, I just want to point out one last thing. You can have as many as these tabs as you want. It's up to you. The application could keep being downloaded. And as we register this system, this is basically the same process that you would take in registering a new tab to your network. So of tabs, and they could be hung up on a wall. They could be put into airport. They could be, put onto the back seat of a taxi if braced in properly. And as new and more functionality comes in to integrate with this, it could be put on a wall for payroll. There's so many opportunities for functionality. The scalability is practically endless, and we're going to take advantage of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in an email address, which is the one that we want to. Oh, we have to register this new account. That's the first thing. So we're going to register the new account, and we're going to put in a simple password for the purpose of testing, and we will be putting in a 2FA, dual verification for your login for security purposes, tokenized and everything. And we're just looking at a couple of different things before we do that. We like the Google model. So your account has been created. Please sign in and activate the device. And now we're going to do the same thing here. And now we're going to register the device with that um, email password combination. If you had an employee that was already signed on to the system before registering this account and registering as the administrator and then registering this solution to those other tabs associated to that account, uh, you would have they would have an access key or code. They will put that information into there, and they will sign on to utilize. Every waitress or waiter or whatever will have the ability to have an access code, and all of their information and everything that they do on this system will be recorded accordingly. You'll know who does what and when. And then the administrator, which is the person that we signed on as, and the person that registered this system. And this won't just work, you know, haphazardly, because you're going to see in a second. So you'll see that we're already connected to Clover. So when we utilize this device, we already put in an access key and so forth and so on. The merchant account is already associated with this account, and it's already everything is already connected. In your case, it won't be. You'll also notice here that, because we need to discuss the Google Map key, which I will put one in. I can get that, and then we'll just look at the POS right now. Uh, this is one that we added to the system on our side. But if you go to this configuration and you sync all of these things, we're going to sync all. This is actually syncing to the Clover Connect account. So you'll see that now we have more things: cookies, pasta, so forth and so on. Many different types of categories that we put in, but we put them in to um, the Clover Connect side. Now you'll notice here images. These images are not available right now because Clover doesn't allow for the saving of images on their system. So we allow for images. You would need a content delivery network URL. There are many, many providers out there that do this, but I am also working on that with IBM, since I'm an IBM business partner, to obtain a content delivery network of my own. And we're going to build a metered system so that you can see what bandwidth you're using. And that's the one area you'll have to pay, but it's literally in the pennies. And you only have to update, when there's a change, or when um, or when you add a new tab or iPad when that comes up. And we can go to inventory, the POS solution now. You can see we have it broken down to dine in, pick up, and delivery. These will have much more added capabilities as we add the TMRS, known as the Table Management and Reservation Solution. Once that's connected, you're going to have a lot more with dine in and pick up. The delivery solution is one that we've already hooked up and will also be involved in the table management and reservation solution. But it also currently we have a full delivery management solution built into this, which includes those two other applications that we discussed. And we can add customers, and I'll just show you what a form looks like, because we've already put one in, which is me. Oops, went backwards there. And search me, here I am. And then we close. Let's do that again one more time. Oh, I forgot to, stupid me. I have to pick the actual delivery button, and that's why it didn't work. And I'll pick me again, and there I am at the top. So now we can make an order. So we go to cookies, and we want oatmeal, we want raisin, and we're going to apply this. And we want pasta, we want red sauce, we want pepperoni, we want raisin. because pasta also has chocolate in it. Didn't you know that? Uh, we could remove this because that's a little silly, right? So you would go to inventory, you'd go to pasta, and chocolate shouldn't be there. So, and then we'll save, and then we'll go back to the POS, and we'll check cookies again. Everything's fine there. We'll go to pasta. Pasta now doesn't have that stupid thing there. Now, another thing you could do here is you could um, make it possible to choose both sauces. I mean, it could be anything, you know, but I mean, just to show you, um, we could go to, let's see, sauces, and we can edit this, and we can say minimum required one, maximum allowed two. Save that. And then we can go to the POS again, and then go to the pasta. Oh, wait, I have to change. Okay, there it goes. So now I can choose two and this instead of just the one. The one thing I keep forgetting, and the reason why it didn't happen right away, is as you're making changes, the system is constantly updating itself. So sometimes you might have to wait for a change to happen because it's updating Clover Connect at in every situation. So there's a lot going on, and it can handle thousands of these transactions consistently. Will and it's just updating, updating, updating. But you're updating to another solution with another service, including our back end. Their service might be slower than theirs. Ours is almost immediately. We're running on I think 2,000 megabit uplink on my servers, so it's really fast. And if you have a 2.5 you know gigabit NIC card or something like that, like or more, like I do, it's really, really tight, really fast. So we could save this order. You see order saved successfully. And we can then put in a new order. And when you put the new order, it gives you this warning. Are you sure you want to move away from this order? All entered information will be removed permanently. Yes. So now we could put in a new order, but we don't have to because there's an order right here, the one we just put in. And you'll see that the order status was saved and the total is 1070 and the payment status is unpaid, and we're going to pay it. And you'll notice here's the breakdown of the order in an itemized fashion. And if we had somebody on the phone, or if we had somebody that their card didn't go through and they need to sign, so forth and ever, they could sign here, put in a tip, all that. But we're going to use the VP 3300, and we're going to hit, 5%. This is 20%, 10%, whatever. We're going to apply that tip, and we're going to. Now you can use your finger on a tab, so this wouldn't really be happening with the mouse. And we're going to start the EMV. The tap doesn't work yet because it's not built into the system. Oh, no device is connected. So we're going through Bluetooth, and we're gonna try to connect the Bluetooth solution. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that the device is available uh, to the tab. That's the first part. And we've noticed that sometimes it takes a little time to actually make that happen. And there it is. So that's the ID Tech VP3300. So we're going to go back to the um, solution, and the solution itself has to also connect to that. And that also takes some time. And it sometimes disconnects. This is the problem with the VP3300. It's a constant. But once it's connected, it's connected. Actually, there it was. It might have just disconnected again. And there it is. So we're going to connect. Just be patient. And that sometimes happens when it's connecting, that we've noticed. That, see, it's connected. That sometimes happens when it's connecting. We are working on that, but unfortunately, it has a lot to do with the hardware itself. And now we can go to the orders, and we can hit pay. And we can go to the terminal. I'm doing this now with my finger. Just switched over. Try to do it with my left hand, but it wasn't working. And we're going to start the EMV. You'll see on the bottom here it says device is connecting. Swiper connected. Swiper's ready for the card. And now we plug the card into the EMV card reader. And what you'll do is you're going to hear a beep when it goes through. There you go. You take it out. Token was generated. Payment completed successfully. And now you can print a bill, send them one via email, or send a via SMS for the. You want to see the print bill here. Now, the paper size here is set to letter. You're going to have to set it to the paper size that you would use in your printer, in the whatever printer that you selected. So you could at some point, once you have access to this section, which you do, you can go to letter, and you got to figure out which one is your printer. ISO A4 could be any of these. So you have to find out what that is to print it out. And that's the general setup for doing a transaction. Actually, that did actually cost me $11.70. I will refund my money. We do not have the refund solution currently up and running. We will have it post load, and we're working on that right now. And as you can see in the orders when I was there, um, you could have edited the order and so forth. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here. Uh, Now, As for delivery and tracking, um, let me just go to configuration menu here, just to give you an idea of the quality of the solution on the tracking portion of it. Um, the Google API credentials are required for its use. Um, we're using this test system with Google. They gave us this, and what we have to do is we have to take down the. See, it's updating itself now. Uh, so we're going to save that, and we need to take the application down temporarily. You'll see here to reset it. We have to reset it to get it to work. Get the everything on the maps to work. And if you come to configuration, merchant, this is my address, right? And this is where my point of origin is. Now, uh, we have an ability to set up, different merchant details, which is the point of origin in which we can input that, and we will show that how that's set up in a different in a document. And you could literally get down to um, with your fingers. You can bring this down and you know see exactly where you are. And I'm actually uh, right here actually. So I think you can you're able to move this right here, uh, and that would be my point of origin. Um, and and that's the point of origin you would use for all your delivery. And if you go just to go to deliveries, oh, delivery, and you say you made an order and it would show up in deliveries, and you were connected to the system, you would be able to track them on this map. So you would you know be able to see the cars, you know, going on this with an actual application that would be in a driver's hands, and you'd be able to follow them all over the place. And I think that basically explains how this system works. There are, when you're getting calls coming in and you're taking orders and you have other people with the solution in their hands, with waiters and waitresses, and they're walking around with it, or you have a kiosk system with one of these babies on the table, and this can run an entire point of sale from every single transactional capability there is. We can actually change the interface to meet your requirements. This interface, the point of sale interface, uh, if you're an outside vendor and you're a plumber or an electrician or whatever, and you need this to be different, of course, maybe integrated with another uh, application, and you can represent a schematic of some sort and say, this is the breakdown of what I want to do, and to your home or whatever, and they can sign, um, and do a digital signature. There's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of possibilities, and we can't wait to make them happen. Another solution that we put here, uh, which is important because that item which we set up for delivery is currently displayed in the kitchen. A lot of kitchens have this new system. You can get a larger Android display, put this up with a touch screen, and it's completely interactive. It was paid for, and the I marked it as ready. So you would go now. That was to prepare. Was in the kitchen, and now it can go to an ordering system. Shows prepared, and if there's a problem, you can send it back to the kitchen, and then goes back to prepared. Mark is ready, and it goes to ready, and that goes to another tab. Maybe at the front section, um, saying that we need a salad for table 4. I mean, this is all going to be added into the table management solution, and this is going to be a big part of that. Um, and then uh, in a delivery situation, if it was set up probably for delivery with the other applications that are involved, it would show up here as deliveries, and then you would be able to associate that delivery to a driver, and then the driver would then have that associated delivery on their mobile application known as the Buy Now Depot tracking app. And that tracking app actually can give them directions on how to get to each and every location. And while that's happening, you could be tracking your drivers and getting certain metrics on the drivers and where they're going and how much time they're spending and so forth and so on. You can also cancel an order, and you can also reroute a driver or reassociate another deliverable as this. So it's the whole system is managing together, and then you have an online menu on a WordPress website where people are ordering, and you also have people that are calling, and you have people that are picking up, and this system will help you completely manage that entire um, restaurant right here. Uh, and we really look forward on improving this solution, and we're really proud to be a part of the Clover Connect family. And we thank them and Beacon Payments. Big thanks out there for you guys. Pineapple Payments, Clover Connect, Fiserv. Big thanks to all and everybody that has helped us out to get here. I would call some names out, but I don't want to do that because I don't know. That'd be a good idea. Anyway, thank you to everybody, and good night.